doing good here. Tonight we're going to be working on starting up Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity is currently on sale on Xbox for $39.99 if you have Game Pass. Beyond that, a couple different definitive editions are available out on Steam, and for about $39.99 also. So this is a role-playing video game developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Paradox Interactive. The game takes place in the fantasy world of Eora, hence the title Questing Through Eora. It happens to be a party-based, real-time, with paused tactical gameplay, so we may be looking at doing some real-time and pause time tactical fights. It has a fixed isometric interface for the game world with like two-dimensional pre-rendered backdrops. So it's very similar in vein to things like the old Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, or even some of the Diablo and Divinity. So as you explore the map, there's fogs of war, and you even have class mechanics very similar to like Dungeons and Dragons. One of the important parts about this is the game does not reward experience for killing enemies. It only does it for completing quests and discovering new areas. So what this means is that you could actually do a non-violent approach, doing things like stealth. So the main premise behind this game, though, is that you travel around the fantasy world of Eora, mainly inside the nation of Dyrwood, and the situation is that infants in the Dyrwood are plagued by a recent phenomena in which they become hollowborn upon birth, meaning that they're born with no soul. During the beginning of the game, the protagonist, us, will experience an awakening of power due to a disastrous supernatural event, discovering that we are what is called a Watcher, a person who can see the past lives and interact with souls. The objective of the game is to find out what caused our own awakening and how to solve that hollowborn problem. And so it kind of allows us to take a look at adventuring on that. This is the definitive edition for Xbox. It comes with all the added DLCs. And so we're going to start up a brand new game. Let's check out a couple of the options real quick. So we've got difficulty settings, area of effect highlighted, no knockout injuries. Set party members will not receive knockouts or get reduced. Let's keep some knockouts. Display the effects of choosing which conversation. Yeah, let's see where we're gonna balance out our personality and reputation. Let's see what else. Games continue movement on engagement. If enabled, friendly characters will continue moving when engaged by an enemy. Area of attacks will snap to nearby characters when targeting. That's probably helpful. Classic targeting when interaction mode is held down. That'll be helpful too. Keep autosave on. Let's check out our graphics. Oh, doing good there. Here's our baseline controls. Tutorial will probably walk us through. Auto pause. Character death, that's a pretty good one. Maybe even Gonna be spotted. And we'll put that on. So let's go ahead and start it up. So we can pick a main amount of our difficulty setting. So easy is difficulty requires minimal micromanaging, easily forgives mistakes, it's strongly recommended for those who've never done real-time party fantasy. Let's see, stories, just focusing on story. Enemy composition battles, same as normal, but the game mechanics are biased in the player's favor. And we can carry an unlimited number of candy supplies. Hard, Path of the Damned. Only one save file is kept. Disables helper options. Well, right now, we're gonna go ahead and do story, but for the start of this, see how everything works first. Oh, I'll prove you wrong. Don't worry. One of our chatters, Skiruha, says that he heard the game wasn't that great. So I heard the game was fantastic. It's one of the reasons why I went and got it.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Very much like the dialogue. Always a fan of those kinds of games that do read dialogue for you. So we could start off as either a male or a female character. The place of men in society varies from culture to culture. Cultures like the Aeddir and the Dyrwood place them at the forefront of the military, politics, and heavy labor. Among the tribes of Nastak, men perform many of the homesteading original duty or organizational duties. In Irganth and Exibal, these are going to be nearly impossible to pronounce names. Great. Men and women have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule, and men can be found in a variety of station professions. That's okay. Happy to be either one. Let's check out our races first. So, humans are the most common. They're throughout most of the lands. They're not as large as the tower of Amua. Humans are known for their strength and willpower. So they get +1 resolve and +1 might. Let's see what tooltips they have to have. There we go. Resolve reflects a character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration and contributes to the will and deflection defenses. Sounds pretty good. How about might? Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. During interactions, it can be useful for intimidating displays and acts of brute force. In combat, it contributes to both damage and healing, as well as fortitude defense. Okay, good to know. Let's see what Ahriman is. They look like they're tailless versions of the creatures from Avatar. Awesome. The mighty Ahriman, Aomao, are the largest of the Kith races and are commonly found in or near oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Rautai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength, so they get +2 might. Dwarf. Cool. Enjoy the dwarf. By virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. In almost any colonized land, dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. So, +2 might, but they have a reduction in dexterity of 1, is an abstraction of a character's hand-eye coordination, balance, and overall grace. In interactions, it can be used for the sleight of hand and fast reactions. In combat, it affects the character's action speed with all attacks, spells, and abilities, and contributes to the reflex defense. Constitution, which they get +1 in, is a combination of the character's overall strength and stamina. Although it is not used much in interactions, it is sometimes checked to withstand pain or endure a physically taxing ordeal. In combat, it affects maximum health and endurance and contributes to the fortitude defense, which is pretty good. I have a tendency to play dwarves a lot. Let's check out what elves are. Okay, blue skinned and pointy. Elves are the dominant race in Ir-Galafen, and the white that wins and are extremely common. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence, as well as commonly isolationist nature. Oh, great, isolationists. Let's see, dexterity, where I read through. Perception, it represents a character's senses, well as their instinctive ability to pick up on details. In interactions, it can be used to catch someone in a lie, to make an observant comment about their appearance, or to notice something happening in the background. In combat, it contributes to accuracy, the reflex defense, and grants a bonus to intercept. Okay. Orlan. They are little Chewbacca's. They're a smaller Kith race, and many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Oh, okay. They're notable for their large ears, two-toned skin, and hirsute bodies, also known as giant fur balls. Got it. They are known for their mental intensity and sharp senses. So they get +2 to resolve. It's their internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration, contributes to the will and deflection defenses. They have a reduction to might, but a +2 to perception. So they have very keen senses and very resolved internal drive. See, the last one they have is godlike, which look like they are fire elemental people. Cool. They have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes were typical, and the godlike were unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. It looks like they're the only ones who get a bonus to intellect. It represents a character's logic and reasoning abilities, and interactions that can be useful for deduction, sudden realizations, and problem solving. In combat, it contributes to the will of defense and influences durations and area effects for all abilities and talents. So it lends close to being a mage. Let's see what we got for classes real quick before we get too picky. Oh, they have multiple different godlikes. Do they have... No, don't return. Nope. Silly thing. Didn't want you to go back. Hit the wrong button. Now I have to go through a loading screen. Yep. No, go back in. Yeah, story time. We're gonna do story time. Ah.
Five wagons grope blindly for the
No.
path on a starless...
As much as we appreciate your dialogue, we're gonna skip past that. Okay, so race. So it looks like there are a couple of the highlighted will allow you to do a sub-race. Okay, meadow folk, ocean folk, and savannah folk. Let's see if there's a distinct difference. No. Nothing distinct. Coastal and island. Okay. No, not gonna do that again. Dwarf. Mountain and boreal. Okay, elf. Wood and pale. Or land. Or land. Alright, well, godlike. They have death, godlike, fire, moon, and nature. And the Orland. Let's see what they got. Hearth and wild. Oh, they got the stats up there. That's nice. Let's see, human. Meadow folk. You get fighting spirit. Once per counter, 5 seconds after being reduced below 50. They temporarily gain bonus accuracy and damage. Oh, okay. They all get fighting spirit. Got it. No, stop it. Coastal. Get towering physique. They gain bonuses defense against prone and stun effects. Okay. And armed to the teeth for the island ones. All island gain an additional weapon set. Interesting. Let's see about dwarves. Mountain dwarves. Hearty and Hale. They have a bonus defense against poison disease. Hunter instinct. Boreal dwarves get plus 15 accuracy against any creature of the wielder or primordial types. Interesting. See, wood elf. Distinct advantage. Against enemy that is more than 4 meters away, they gain bonus to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. So definitely want to stay ranged with those ones. Impale's elemental endurance. They have increased burn and freeze damage reduction. Okay, elemental resistances. Got it. Let's see. Hearth, minor threat. When attacking a target that is also being targeted by a teammate, they convert some of their hits into crits. Oh, cool. Sneak attack bonuses. Got it. Let's see. Wilds get Defiant Resolve. After being subjected to a will attack, they temporarily gain a bonus to all defense. Okay. And then the 4 different godlike. Let's see. Death's Usher. They attack an enemy with 25% or less endurance. Their damage is increased, so killing people that are low health. Battle Forge will reduce below 50%. They glow like metal in a forge, giving damage reduction, doing a small amount of fire damage to a creature. Cool. Moon. Every encounter when reduced below 75%, 50 and 25 endurance, they generate waves of healing moonlight that can restore endurance to them and their allies. Huh. A little bit of a healing ability. In nature, Wellspring of Life grants a bonus to Might, Constitution, Dexterity when endurance is below 50%. Okay, well, let's see what they got for classes. So we got Barbarians, Carnage, some athletic survival, pretty decent endurance, very high health, very high accuracy, average deflection. Paladins have faith and conviction, inherent bonus to all their defenses. The bonus may be shifted on the reputation. Relative behaviors, interesting. Athletics and lore, very high endurance, just high health, very high accuracy, and high deflection, which makes sense. Let's see what they look like, what they change everybody up into. Barbarian, double weapon, and furs. Pretty typical. Let's see, Chanter. Memory of wayward souls, compelling them to generate magical effects, a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world, they're just a time-honored part of local folk traditions. Vague phrases and chants. They all continuously speak chants made up of magical phrases. Phrases produce passive effects and build a character's power until they use an invocation. Invocations are powerful magical effects that they can create after they have spoken a required number of phrases through their chants. Interesting magic system. Okay. High endurance, low health, very high accuracy, and very high deflection. Oh, good to know. Priests. Holy Radiance generates a modest amount of endurance. Enemy caught in an area take burn, frightened, so they got turned undead. Course of the game, the power of the ability to be shifted based off of reputation. They have spells. Variety of support and offensive. Automatically gain access to a set of spells. Okay, that's cool. High endurance, low health, high accuracy, and average deflection. Ranger. Animal companion. Pretty standard for a ranger, and he has a bow. Companion fights at the ranger's command, extremely valuable. They don't do much damage, but they have high damage reduction. That's good. Powerful link. So they have high endurance, high health, very high accuracy, and high deflection. So that's pretty decent base. Cypher. I was anticipating that was going to be like another magic user. Mind Hunters. The ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche, using an ally or enemy's essence as the focus for their magic. They still found in Eastern Reaches. Practitioners have spread throughout the known world. They're gaining acceptance over time and generally distrusted, especially by the uneducated. Okay. They can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. The powers focus cost focus, which they build through use of their soul whip. Okay, interesting mechanic. Endurance high, health low, and accuracy very high, deflection high. Okay. Thought that Chanters had another one like that too. Low, high, low, very high, very high. Yeah. There's his high, low, very high, high. See, Druid, Shapeshift, and some spells. Okay, high, low, high, high. See, Rogues. Sneak attack, there you go. High, low, very high, average. There's a Druid, looks like. Fighter. Constant recovery, they continually regenerate endurance. Okay. What was endurance doing again? Survivability, damage is not absorbed by characters' damage reduction goes to their endurance and health. Can restore endurance when a character's endurance reaches 0, here's it would be knocked out. Oh, so they keep just gaining the ability to stay up. Good to know, good to know. But they get all their stuff back. Let's see, knocked out, character brought back. Otherwise, characters regain all their endurance at the end of combat. Very high, high, very high, very high. Well, that's to be expected. Wizard. Wizard, Harry. Arcane Assault, mid-range attack that hits a small area for raw damage and can leave targets dazed. They have a magic missile. Okay. Spells, offensive, defense. High endurance, low health, high accuracy, and low deflection. And then Monk. Transcendent Suffering. When monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful and continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. Wounds. As they are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monk's special abilities. Okay, so very high, jeez, very high on everything? Very tempted. Super tempted to play a monk just because. Oh, oh well then. It's not subtle at all. I'm a death goat. Moonhawk. And a satyr. I'm a super little satyr. I'm even littler. Let's go with a monk. Monk abilities. Do we select? Oh, we select one. Torment's Reach. And attack speed. Yeah, we'll do Torment's Reach. Why not? Might is recommended for monks. Constitution is highly recommended for monks. What do you say? If it's highly recommended, which one of the ones gets? What's the bonus I get for these guys? Might and Resolve. It's not that bad. Oh wait, hold on. Godlikes get Dex and Int. Seems like dwarves would be the better choice for monks. Oh my goodness. Why not? Not like it really matters. So, 15 points. Dexterity and Constitution are very highly recommended. Got it. Endurance and health. Action speed. With all attacks, let's bump that up over 12% action speed bonus. Get that up over 10%. Let's get that up into double digits also. We'll go pretty basic on those ones. We'll bump our Constitution up to a 14. Keep ourselves alive. There we go. Sounds good, why not? Oh, we can get even higher bonuses. Resolve, dexterity, another resolve, intellect, constitution. They give us different little outfits. Cool. Might. Oh, there we go. Perception. The white that wins. Let's go with the living lands. Why not? They're a mountainous region of large northern island renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley. The living lands are home to an assortment of races, a variety of colonial and independent settlements. Oh, background. Let's see. Colonists, part of the group that founded a fledgling colony. Drifter. Never quite fit in, no matter where you go. Stealth and mechanics. Interesting. Thrill of the chase. Hunters. Stealth and survival. Explorer. Lore and survival. Cannot help but wonder what lies beyond. Laborer. Athletics and mechanics. Mercenary. Blade and battle. Scientist. Rule of alchemical formula. Lore mechanics. Okay. Merchant. Let's go drifter. Let's be a drifter. Wandering monk. Alright. Can we have facial hair? We can't have facial hair? You're kidding me. He already has a goatee, I suppose. Oh, that one doesn't though. Staghorns. Nah, we like that guy. Primary color. There we go, sky blue. And not even sure what this is changing. It says pants, it changes pants. Sky blue and orange, it is. Portrait. Oh. Okay. That's a good beard right there. Okay. Not even my raise. That's just reskinning, guys. Come on. Okay. Oh, he has flowers. Oop, fiery. I love the smile. That's a lot of portraits. That's pretty good. That's just a reskin too. That one's almost. That looks like a wizard I've met before. Now for the ladies. She can't even see. Okay, that's just a blatant reskinning. Come on. Oh, 3 of them? Really? Alright. Well, we're gonna go with... Hold on, I'm pretty sure... Nope, we're going with this one. Male voice.
Yes. Now I am the leader of the group.
Time to see and not be seen.
Oh, that's super music. I might go
Yeah.
with that one.
I shall lead us.
No voice. Oh, that doesn't seem like a good idea.
You're mine.
Quickly and quietly.
I'm gonna go with feisty. Enter a name. Rumbly. Yeah, alright, so that took forever to go through character creation. Sorry about that. Journey to the Gilded Vale. Caravan Master Odema. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group. His bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quiver as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
Well, that's super condescending, really kind of rude. Bro, they probably have really nice blazing rocks.
Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over like he's possibly never seen me before.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. In which case you'll be dead in a day.
I contracted a disease. I have been in the game for 5 minutes on this weeks on this caravan, and apparently I contracted rumbling rot.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Okay, well, let's go get some Pepto-Bismol.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
So Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old, sun-bleached bow, and then he nodded in my direction. Sparfel nods and slides a warm bowl over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries? What are those ruins?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Pillars of eternity.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Huh.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Hey,
They
where are
grow
my
on a
berries?
bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay. What are those
Nothing you won't
ruins?
see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Glonfothen. Okay.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Okay. Is it dangerous around here?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
Okay. Sounds like something we're probably going to have to interact with. Let's go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
I'm not a tenderfoot, but I got rumble rot from a bug.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up at her own time.
He needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Very much agree.
Kind you can afford.
Again, agree.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beowick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Pretty sure it's gonna be a Beowick.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Okay. Let's see, hold open for tutorial.
This won't stop me for long.
Okay. Caravaner. Interactions. Tap lets you interact with people. Find Hayden.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Yes, Hayden. See a man wearing a simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't gotten quite used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you've got. Stores allow you trade, sell. Copper pieces. Navigate. Alright. I currently have nothing. Retrain character for 125 copper. I have 100 copper available. And if I remember correctly, I'm a monk, so picking up some weapons is probably pretty useless. Let's see if we can check out our equipment. World map. That's our pause.
Time to see and not be seen.
Ooh, stealth. Like a ninja. Party member selection. Select all party members.
Stay quiet.
We all stealth. Alright, but in all seriousness, where is my... Let's see, controls. Combat radio menu, radio menu. Move orders, interact, pan. Slow toggle slow mode, zoom in, zoom out. I am not seeing a... Ah, there we go. Character, camp, attack, inventory. Okay, so I'm currently wearing padded armor, damage reduction 4. There we go. Good to know. Move to stash. No, don't move to stash. It's a terrible idea. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. That's fine. Nope, that's not attacking anything right now. Options. Stronghold, active effects, journal, camp, map, character. Character sheet shows character attributes, navigate. Alright, sweet. Oh, good, records. And we could, oh, good, we could swap to different stuff. Perfect. She is using, I can't use helmets, yeah. Scale armor, oh, nice. And she apparently cannot have a pet. Oh, I want a pet. Oh, I'm gonna get a pet, that would be the best. Well, her and I have same might and con. Good to know. I do pretty decent amount of damage. 15 to 21. Jeez. Pretty decent accuracy. No interrupt. Moderate concentration. Huh. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's get some of our tooltips. Health, endurance, character short-term survivability. Yep. Damage. 8 different damage types. Okay. So weapons do in between. +2 transcendent suffering. Oh, so I do a base of 10 to 15. That's not that bad though. Accuracy +30 from a monk. Interrupt. Interrupt determines how likely a damaging attack is to delay their opponent. Roll use interrupt value. Derived from perception. That is compared to the target's concentration. One roll is made. Adding the interrupt. So this determines how likely of a spell's attacks interrupted during combat. Defenses. 4 defenses. Deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. So strange illness, but I got bonus might and constitution. Bonus for dex and base. Will. Okay. Damage reduction. When hit. Hit 1. Primary means of mitigating damage. Subtracted directly. Never reduced below 20%. Okay, so I have damage reduction crush, damage reduction pierce, burn, and corrode. And the weapon damage I deal is crush. So I do crushing weapon damage. Good to know. Okay. And she has pretty decent defenses. Apparently I did not go a very defensive character. Alright, well, we'll have to learn about that, learn that the next time. Alright, so, let's go find us a bush. Any of this? Nope. Oh, some horses. Hello, horses. Interact with the horses. What? Cannot interact with horses. Got it. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Just double check my,
Something else you need?
Yeah. Oof, 300 copper pieces. Okay. Hey, some lockpicks. Picking up some lockpicks. Really, I don't have enough. We're gonna do 24 gold left over. Got it. Guess a couple lockpicks. Hey, Sparfell.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Oh, thanks. Why have a distinct sense I just should... Yeah, we're gonna go into there. That's clearly what that is. Alright.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oof. Autopause. Enemy spotted. Young wolf. Alright, let's un-autopause. Go kick that wolf. Radically used, but automatically. Let's go kill him. Punch you in the face. Sweet. Wolf hide.
This is it.
Kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan, just some kind of water the way I hear it. See, that sort of thing tends to happen with orphans. Sure, I wander into the lives of fools, talk them out of money, and wander back out. You have to be when people are looking for you. That isn't your business. That sort of thing tends to happen with orphans. Yeah, how is that you happened to come here? Let's see. Oh, self-made orphan. Wow. Alright, so we're gonna go. I've never had a place to call home. Still looking. You've got a lot on your mind then. Hopefully things work out in the end. But in my experience, they don't always. Okay. Been a long time since I've been this way, but always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? I don't know what Lord Raedric's offer is, so haven't given it much thought. Callista, no harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have other plan in mind for coming this way. Let's go find some new friends. Callista, that may not be a bad idea. Surviving out here, sometimes it's less about what you know and more who you know. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Callista sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages, been doing guide work in Axamital, but I'll do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here, and we'll see. Odema I've worked with before, but he doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Oh, tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Dyrwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rautai and another in Adir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Huh? What can you tell me about the Dyrwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be a part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after war some years back. The locals are feisty, and that's how they like it. Oh, my kind of people. Callista, I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but something is getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Alright, let's get back to the camp. You know, it wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's go get your water. Okay. Hey, 170 XP. Sweet. Where was the zoom in, zoom out? Zoom in, zoom out.
Got it.
Let's head over there. Ooh, what's that? Burned lady. It's a kind of bush. Why do I have the feeling that Sparfell is dead? Yeah, radio menu. Oh, there's a deer. Oh. Damn it, Sparfell. Ooh, padded armor. I think I have better than that right now. Corpse's cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts up from it in putrid waves. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Oh, well then. Let's see if we have better equipment. DR4, recovery speed minus 20. What is the recovery speed on that? You're not gonna tell me. Are you? Nope. You're not gonna tell me any of that. Great. Alright, well, we're gonna swap it out. Huh. Interesting, different image reductions. Peach Keen. Well, that's the last place we saw him, so let's go check and see if he's over there. Oh, nope, he's not. Okay, let's go back to camp then. But, where the hell did he go?
Still waiting on Sparfell, which means he's ignored me again. If I'd known he wanted to slow us down, I'd have just tied him to the back of the wagon and dragged him. I'm sorry, you want your water, you better go find him. He's got all the skins.
Shit, come on, let's go look for him.
Ugh, come on, jeez. Dude. I'm taking all your stuff. Deerwoodian clothing. Okay. No damage reduction. Slash and corrode. Got it. Oh. I have a way to enchant. Sweet. Oh, we're taking that stuff too.
This won't stop me for long.
No, it won't. Yes, I would like to pick the lock.
There, done.
Damn right. Try to keep shit from me. Okay, let's go. See where he went. Got it. Cross the bridge. That's helpful.
What a surprise. Sparfell went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Yay, we got some water skins. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfell? Are you alright?
Sparfell's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap. the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Da 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 da.
Ambush!
That's an ambush, definitely. Jeez. Alright, so. You were gonna go take on him. Come on. Go attack him. You. Go attack him. Unpause. Combat menu gives access to character selected abilities. Alright, so. You attack him. And you attack him. There you go. Weapon set, unarmed, no AI script, second wind, and Torment's Reach. Punch the archer! Yeah, go attack him. Ooh, he was on fire. Oh,
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Yeah, about that. We're gonna loot everybody. Hunting bow and hide armor. Pierce, freeze, corrode, / corrode. Da, da, da. Oh, everyone's dead. No, just go to the... Get over there. Single party select. Let's see about
Time
heading.
to see and not be seen.
Attack that guy! Oh. You got spotted. You haven't got to spotted yet, though. Target enemies by holding A, pain. Please confirms your target. Yeah! Hunting bow. Alright, sweet. Stealthy way over. Why do I feel like you guys are bad guys? All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Callista puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade to the neck of the man you recognize as Heoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Let's see. Honest, diplomatic, passionate, rational. I am unarmed. Oh. Yeah. But I'm unarmed. 'Cause I'm a monk. He shoves Heoden toward you. As he does, the man rakes his blade against his torso, screams and stumbles forward. One gash. Clothing begins to blow, but crimson. Aw, come on. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Fine, I guess we got the guy killed. I don't want to do any of that. Stab that guy in the face. Alright, we're gonna stab that guy too. You! Stab that guy! Everyone stab him! Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions, now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us! Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The winds begins to swell, whipping up around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bowel, Odima's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Yeah. Where'd we go? Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands on the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the edge. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. He nears the face of the rocks. One of the fallen attackers, who'd been feigning death, lunges for Heoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. Without a weapon in your hands, you can do little to help him from where you stand. Well, yeah, or a monk. Dexterity 15, grab a rock and hurl it at the attacker. Yeah. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Heoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's now deep resonance to the swelling wind. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet, inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Do-do-do, into the dungeon, do-do-do, into the ruins, do-do-do, loading music, do-do-do. Yeah, so looks like we got caught up in one of the things that we figured we'd get caught up in.
Was that...
A Bewick. Had to be.
Hey, it's Heodan.
And we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
His jaw tightens. He nods. 1700 quest XP. Yeah, did I get a level? I've still got my freaking rumble sickness. Damn it. See if I can go fix that. Let's see about equipping a hunting bow to swap. Where's my swap actions? Okay, swap weapons, that's sweet. Okay, we got bow now. Apparently, I'm guessing he's possibly a rogue. Nope, wrong way. Let's see. First level rogue. Called it. What weapon do you have? Dagger? Dagger. Dagger. Bunch of daggers. Got it. What do you have still? Okay. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Terrible idea. Not a good idea. How about you? What's your armor like? 6? I think you got the same armor. Yeah, you got the same armor as me. Okay, good to know. Bam! Now you got ranged weapons too. Alright, character sheet. What? Oh, it's divided? Damn it! That was a lot of XP. Meadowfolk. Ah, a bunch of humans. Got it. Stealth, athletics, lore, and mechanics. Nice. Disarm difficulty. Trap accuracy. Cool. He has bruised ribs. Couple abilities. Survival. So we have the same stealth. She has 0 stealth. Okay. Looks like we're going to be going in more often. I have second wind from my athletics. Lore. Can't use any spells. Oh, she can use some scrolls. Okay. We both have... Oh, yes, mechanics 3. I got mechanics 1. That's fine. And survival 1. Access level 1 camping. She has level 2 camping. Okay. And second wind. Sweet. Second wind. Transcendent suffering. And strange illness. Alright. Sweet. Let's, lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Kaliska shakes her head. Windstorm of a kind only get ear Gilfan. Not too many people live through them, but it's hard to know. So it's hard to know that's what's true. The Gilfanthan word is Beowick. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Yeah, I think so. Who attacked us? Glanfanthans. Those would be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Probably should have called them a bunch of hut dwellers. They look to be the fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go to ruin, looking for fights with colonists. Oh, great. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Galfanthans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or, she glances down the passage beyond, there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? Kaliska's lips press together and her chin rumbles. Her voice is faint. The wheels got a hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about this. Kaliska looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me well enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse, too. Seen worse and kept on walking, because there's nothing else to be done, and because there's other people you care about who still need you. Yeah! Alright, well, let's keep going. Heodin takes a step forward, his knees buckle. Before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheeks striking the time-worn cobbles. Please don't tell me you're unconscious. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up to the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
Oh, look, camping tutorial.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathans were riled about something.
Glon.
Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Well, yeah.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either gotta find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
Ooh, benevolent or rational. We've got to take the risk and let it rest. Press on. We need all three of us at full strength.
This will be the end of us. No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
Disposition reputation entry added to tutorials.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't do it for you. Did because it's better to keep track of everyone. You now have one rank in disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive you personally. Even nasty reputations will be favored by some, and benign reputations will bring out the worst in others. Yeah? What's my reputation? Oh, that's combat. Wrong one. Character sheet. Where's my... Most crits, most hits. Yeah. Ah, there it is. Top of the thing. Rumbly reputations. Benevolent 1. I'm a nice guy, what can I say? Plus, it's better for survival.
Quickly and quietly.
Let's go stuff it around. Find somewhere to camp. Oh, I have a feeling it's a kobold. Let's go this way. Yeah. Oh, that's clearly a puzzle trap. Step only on this one thing. Stealthy, stealthy stuff. Land fans.
Someone else has been here. We should
See
move.
if they left anything useful behind.
Oh, 100% gonna loot this. A mace, some camping supplies, a hammer and chisel. Well, I got a lot of stuff in my gear right now. So, you are going to take it all. Small shield. And a torch. Let's give you a small shield. Actually, I wonder if I could use a small shield. We're gonna take a small shield. Can I use a shield? No? Yeah. Got a shield. Does that raise my defenses? Plus 8 deflection. Ah, there it is. Deflection. So I can use a shield. Nice. I just can't double punch. That is a good question. Double punch or no double punch? Oh well, we're not gonna worry about it too much right now. Let's go this way. Gee, is there any way I could just camp here? Camp. I can only choose damage reduction. How about you? Heal multiplier. Nope, damage reduction. Yes. It's a cool fire. What?
By the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
Ah, really? She took the water scan.
Damn her. She took all our water.
But then she died. Well, let's be rational about this. Yeah, the worst part is she died. Combat log. See? Lost an item, but if you go all the way, keep going up. Autopause. Character death. She died. She took my water skin and died on me.
My eyes are peeled.
They'll never know I'm here.
Alright, well, since we're the sneaky two, why do I have the feeling if I didn't decide to camp that you might have died? Yeah, where'd she die? Not right there. Yeah. Dumbass.
Found something.
Ah.
Poor Kalisha.
Ha. Wonder if I could.
Let's go!
I can. Sweet.
Let's go!
There, done.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Wait, you don't need to say let's go a million times.
Let's go!
There, done.
Let's go!
Okay, well apparently I can.
Let's go!
There, done.
Let's go!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would you look at this?
Let's go!
Hey, quit yelling.
Let's go!
Ah, Jesus.
Would you look at
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Would you look at this?
Hey. Look, I got water skin again. You dingbat.
Let's go!
There, done.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Goodness.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Would you look at this?
Let's go!
Oh, Kalista. Let's check out this door. What the? Ah. Okay. Oh, someone else died. Ah, Master Black Ooze. Yeah, we're just gonna take off this way. You have a good day. Check this out. Outlet brazier sits at its base. It could be lit if you had the means. Use your torch.
Time to see and not be seen.
This mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows... shows a procession of Eowethans from all Kith races, Aoman, Elf, Orlin, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among pillars, so are the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame. Alright, well, I just topped them all with flames. We know this area back over here is pretty safe. All the way up to about... Can't go that way.
I'll be quiet.
There's a draft coming through the wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either. And lesser black ooze and a spear spiderling. Alright, let's head down this way. Take care of that kobold first. Gotta see the looters.
They'll never know I'm here.
Got ganked. Wonder if we can come on. No, don't pay attention to me. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as Quarip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Yeah, we'll go benevolent again. Recoils from wrap type of the around spear. Creature cocks its head, approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. Finds nothing interest, steps back, resumes its defensive posture. Just going to stand still. Okay, let's slowly back away. Sweet. No fight. I can deal with that. What? What? Oh, I had to actually leave. Got it. Poor guy. Alright, well. Looks like you're gonna get Quarip spear. Medium shield. Stupid hunting bow. Some lockpicks. We'll give you the hunting bow.
They'll never know I'm here.
Oh, someone's here. Crossbow, leather armor. Ooh, relief gem. Take that. Tattered journal. Take a torch. And we'll take a crossbow. Hi. See about you can go ahead and take that. Move to stash. Oh. Why do I feel like that was a bad thing? How do I get it from the stash? Ah. Let's move you to the stash. Hunting bow. 11, 16. 22 and 31. Speed slow. Speed fast. Let's equip that. Your bow slot. Same leather. Get that stash. $13 and 19 crush damage, huh? Wonder how much that did. Oh, nope. That's a terrible idea. Okay, got it. Small follow to my places, blood soaked, I cannot believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Weathen artifact. Fellow who had it said it was pretty nothing. It was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then it's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Sillin Liss in the morning. It's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Okay. Alright. Almost the next level. Ah, AI behavior. Alright, 2231. Okay, sweet. AI behavior, cautious. He prefers attack targets that are engaged. Unless one of the strikes uses crippling strike, blinded strike, withering strike, fearsome strike. Only if per at the first opportunity. Uses fishing blow against targets below 25%. Uses escape to move to the most distant alley when endurance drops below. Mm-hmm. You can't do a weapon set if you have fists. Got it.
Be quiet.
Skulder whelp. Okay, let's see what's up over here. Oh, what? Oh, roundy corner bit. See if we get behind that creature. Oh no, that's where spider leads are at. I wonder if we can sneak past the spider leads. I don't know. Nope. I don't know if we can get to it fast enough.
Let's go!
Yeah. Stealth.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Yes, you could. Crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling like a gust of air passes through it. Push on the wall, use hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. Let's push on it. Despite damage, looks heavy and solid. Try something else. Use the hammer. You set to work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than expected. Sweat beads on your forehead. Your muscles begin to ache. Continue to chisel. Oh, lost the hammer and chisel. After several long moments, you begin to see light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through.
They'll never know I'm here.
They'll never know I'm here. Stab him in the back. Yeah. Almost dead. Unpause. Stunned you, but Skulder. Alright, let's go check out whatever the hell this thing is. No? Oh, Skulder. Damn it, he saw me. Alright, unpause. Attack him. Ho! Okay. He turned it to mush. Trap, 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 trap.
Time to see and not be seen.
Viscous and oily, this muck clings to everything it touches. A viscous slick of some dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use your water skin to clear off the ooze. Need my water skin to do the thing with the beetles and stuff. Where is that actually? Potions, scrolls, oh, potions level 1. Damn. How do I get rid of that? Doesn't feel like any sickness I've had before. Great. Awesome. Alright, well, then we're using the water skin. Urasu's way, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. Place the gem in the eye socket. And the chamber begins to rumble. Stray rocks dance across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. Ah, black ooze.
Quiet.
Alright, well, let's go stab the black ooze.
Found something.
Barely injured. Oh, there. Gloop. Minor cloak of protection. Yeah. Properties of fortitude, reflex, and will. Yeah, you're totally taking that. And where are you? Adra and Amethyst. Anything else? No? Alright. It's a light blue cloak. Nope. Poleaxe. Sure, why not? More loot, I could sell it.
They'll never know I'm here.
And now we've killed the spiderling. Looks like we found the exit. Alright, so we're gonna hold off here. That was a good run so far. Do a save file. And cool. So far, that's Pillars of Eternity. We'll hit that back up a little later. Until further notice, have a good night, and I'll see you on the flip side.